people are just as cynical of the idea of change management as they are and as they should be about knowledge management. We can only do it well if we maintain that healthy skepticism, even as KM professionals. When I was a journalist, remember, I was one of the founding editors of Knowledge Management magazine. I was a columnist for KMWorld for a long time. And by far the most popular article I ever wrote was called KM Horror Stories, about why and how often big KM implementations fail. It's not so much that there's a bad idea in the plan itself, but that we tend to focus almost exclusively on the technical implementation and not getting the people ready to go. And as a result, we offer a system that doesn't really meet people's direct needs, and that the people themselves aren't willing to do the necessary effort to learn the system and to learn how to get the most knowledge into and out of the system. So at Hitachi, we've been taking a more technical project implementation approach to change management and walking back from there to see which parts of the traditional project-based change management program are most appropriate and most effective for rolling out a knowledge management program, and walking backwards from that rather than starting from scratch as too many companies do, which is to say that that kind of change management isn't necessarily appropriate for knowledge management, and so we're just going to make it up as we go along. And in the end, they end up doing almost nothing except for maybe sending one email that says, here it is. So that you end up with a checklist of possibly 100 items that you will select from in categories such as mapping your organizational landscape, identifying the gap analysis for training, developing a fairly detailed communication plan, and constantly focusing on both leader and stakeholder engagement. And as a result, you see a much bigger and richer picture of how to get the people ready when the system is ready. In practice, most of that comes down to what some people would think of as marketing. If your new knowledge management program or system is the product, how do you convince people to convince themselves in both rational and emotional terms that this is something that they should invest their time and their energy in so that they can get value out of it?